call it. Getting kind of warm in here. Well, it was just kind of like a wood splitting kind of day. I thought I was going to be doing more chainsawing. Good news is I was able to. Let's check out the turning radius of this car. Mountain in your way? No problem. This car turns anywhere. I still say my CRV outturned this, but just. It's the same wheelbase, but I think it just got a little more deflection on the CRV because of the bigger wheel wells. But yeah, these cars, like, they literally, like, I'm sure you could do a Yui right here. I know you could do a Yui right here for sure. It's crazy. But anyway, check it out. I got some cherry tomatoes. Oh, and they're good. They're not washed yet, but I ate one anyway. And I got a cucumber and a zucchini. So I was going to have a zucchini tonight from last week. So that's like 5 or 6 zucchinis I got this year so far from my client's like, do you like cherry tomatoes? Your dad? I said, yeah, absolutely. Said, oh, do you like cucumbers? Yeah. Oh, do you like zucchinis? Yeah. Loaded up. And she paid me extra. My clients are too good to me. They really are. She's like, because like the bank machine out in Kaz, a neighboring town there, the building is being sold, so the bank machine, they only put 50s in it, not 20s. And most people need 20s, not 50s, right? So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, yeah, so I went through my files, so I have files which are one size to be, look out, guy, get off the road, get off the road. I don't see him. Hope I didn't get him. Hope not. He didn't look like he went anywhere, but you never know with those little guys. I hope I didn't get him. If I see him squished to my tire, I'll know what happened. But anyway, mice, chipmunks, whatever. But anyway, what was I going to say before I innocently just probably murdered a chipmunk? Hopefully not. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I had my brand new box of chainsaw files for what you call it, Ninja Shark, my MS260, right? They're brand new. I thought, well, it's one file size too big, but it's close. And my other file's completely done. Like, I have a proper file size, but I've used it so much, like, it just doesn't do anything, right? And I sharpened it, and I felt the teeth coming back. After, guys, when you see the abuse I've done to that poor chain, like the client I'm just leaving there, it was her late husband's chainsaw, and I'm sure if I meet him in heaven, I'll be very happy to see him, but he's probably going to punch me. What'd you do to my saw? I saw what you were cutting. It doesn't do that. Saws are not meant for that. Yeah. He was a really nice man. He really was. God rest him. But anyway, yeah, it's like I got away with it, I think, enough that I'll be able to finish the season with that chain at least. But then again, if it sharpens up, there's still lots of tooth left on those chains. It's probably about half-life of the chain. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, how long a chain actually lasts. Like, you can file those suckers down to the line, right? There's a line on there, and there's a lot of people, they throw their chains out way too early. It's like, okay, it needs a really damn good sharpening to bring it back. But even with, like, the teeth all chipped and stuff like that, like, the first time I cut that with that saw, I mean, it had never been sharpened ever. So from the 1990s, whenever those saws were produced, I don't know when he bought the saw, but it was probably in the 90s. And the thing is that it had never been sharpened. So it took like 100 sharpenings, give or take, to get it to cut again. And lo and behold, it actually cut pretty good. I let my dad use it for a good while. And then he sharpened it a bunch of times. I sharpened it a bunch of times. And before you knew it, the end of the month. The only thing is, when I get my big new saw, I won't be doing stuff like that with it. Like, if I'm taking out a stub, you know, like a chain on a big saw is not cheap. Chain on those is not too bad, you know, probably 20, 30 bucks, whatever. Sometimes you get them on sale for 15 or whatever. So if you go through one or two of those a year, big freaking deal. Like, how much money is that saw and chain made me, right? But like on the big saws, no, I'm gonna be charging for that. It's just, you have to, you know, because like there's maintenance, operational costs and stuff. You know, that's why, like, for sawing, I'm gonna be between you know, 35 and 60 an hour, right? So whenever I get the big saw, and if I can keep that one going for the little stuff for now, and then as soon as I get that MS 162, then that'll be like the perfect little saw. Like, I want the smallest professional saw I can get for like shrubs and stuff like that, and I just buy like 3 chains for it. You know, so you always have a Murphy chain on the go, and just like buy like boxes of files. But before you buy a chain, remember, files are cheaper than a chain, right? And there's a lot of guys out there. Oh. I'll let him go by. Look how fast he's going. Like, he's going way too fast. I know he's going way too fast, because usually I have time when I see them at the corner. I have time, and he just as I pulled out, he came around the corner. So that's how fast he's going. I'm gonna go put my cherry tomatoes and all that at home, take my little break, and go back to work. And then I got to do a few other things. And I'm an abandoned child today because my dad's gone to the moose camp. And he's gone for 2 days. He just left me a note this morning. It's like, you're on your own for 2 days, so it's just gonna be Missy and I. Poor Missy. Holy dust. So if I can get everything done today the way I want, and then tomorrow should be a pretty good day, because tomorrow's not a whippersnipping day. Well, maybe one spot. But I'm probably gonna have to empty my trunk to get my lawnmower in there, though. Anybody out there? Nope. Yeah. So I'm gonna find out about an hour or so whether my chainsaw can cut through